In 1988, Junko Furuta, a bright 17-year-old student, unknowingly stepped into Japan's darkest nightmare. She was cheerful, hardworking, with dreams for her future, unaware her life would be brutally stolen. On November 25th, Junko was kidnapped by 4 delinquent boys already notorious for violent petty crimes. Pretending to help, they lured her into a trap carefully planned with unimaginable cruelty and intent. The captors brought Junko to one boy's home where his parents shockingly ignored her suffering. To outsiders, Junko appeared as a guest. In reality, she was an unseen silent prisoner. Her captivity lasted 44 days, each filled with violence, humiliation, torture, and unbearable suffering. Daily Junko endured assaults that stripped her of dignity, crushed her hope, and destroyed her spirit. Neighbors heard strange noises, but fear of gangs kept them silent, allowing the abuse. Even the captors' parents, despite obvious evidence, pretended ignorance, never once alerting the police. Junko was beaten, starved, and degraded, forced to endure pain as entertainment for her captors. They inflicted burns, mutilations, and forced humiliation, each act designed to deepen her despair. Despite unimaginable pain, Junko clung to life, whispering prayers, hoping desperately for eventual rescue. Instead of nourishment, she was forced spoiled food, insects, and liquids unfit for survival. The boys escalated their cruelty, inventing new torments daily to prolong her unimaginable suffering. By day 20, her body was critically injured, yet still denied any medical treatment. The captors mocked her condition, laughing at her agony while treating her life as disposable. By day 30, she could barely stand, her body covered with infected, untreated wounds. Even then, she whispered for help, still clinging to hope amidst her torment. At times, Junko begged for death, knowing her captors enjoyed prolonging her agony. They burned her with cigarettes, melted plastic, and boiling liquids, leaving unimaginable injuries everywhere. When she slipped into unconsciousness, her captors still continued abuse without showing any remorse. Witnesses later revealed her screams echoed outside, yet fear silenced every potential helper nearby. Authorities were deceived by lies, believing Junko was staying voluntarily with her tormentors. By day 40, her body was unrecognizable, her injuries beyond repair, yet still alive. Her captors mocked her weakness, finding amusement in destroying her last fragments of strength. On day 44, Junko's broken body could endure no more and finally collapsed. Death freed her from pain, but cruelty ensured her killers felt no immediate consequence. To hide their crime, the boys sealed her remains inside a concrete-filled oil drum. They discarded the drum like garbage, treating her existence as meaningless and disposable. Meanwhile, Junko's family searched endlessly, unaware her body lay hidden within cold concrete. The truth emerged when one boy confessed while questioned about another unrelated case. Police discovered the drum, unveiling a crime that shocked Japan to its very core. The press named it the concrete-encased high school girl murder, spreading horror nationwide. Court documents revealed details too disturbing, exposing unimaginable cruelty inflicted on one teenage girl. Parents across Japan grew fearful, realizing violence could flourish even within ordinary neighborhoods. When arrests followed, the killers received shockingly lenient punishments due to juvenile offender status. Sentences ranged from a few years to less than 20, angering the grieving nation. Justice felt hollow. Monsters walked free while Junko remained forever silenced. Her devastated parents mourned not only her loss but also the justice denied. Public outrage erupted, demanding juvenile laws change for crimes of extreme brutality. Debates spread across Japan, questioning protection of minors when they commit heinous violence. Still, the light sentences stood, deepening the wound of injustice for her family. Media and activists condemned the court, insisting society must take responsibility for victims. Junko's name became symbolic of resilience and innocence destroyed by unchecked cruelty. Her ordeal highlighted the dangers of silence, fear, and apathy in communities. She endured 44 days of unimaginable abuse, yet her story fuels awareness today. Documentaries, books, and online platforms ensure her tragedy will never fade into silence. Remembering Junko serves as protection, reminding us that ignoring abuse allows it to thrive. Her 44 days reveal what happens when compassion disappears and evil grows unchecked. Junko's death forced Japan to face harsh truths about violence, apathy, and weak justice. Her story sparked national conversations about stronger protections for children and vulnerable youth. Still, many argue true justice was never achieved. her captors resuming ordinary lives. Her parents continue grieving, carrying pain no legal sentence could ever heal. This tragedy warns society. Cruelty thrives when fear silences responsibility and courage. Every day of her captivity echoes as a reminder of collective societal failure. Communities must act, not remain silent, when signs of abuse or danger appear. Her suffering demonstrates the price of cowardice, overwhelming compassion in everyday people. Evil thrives where silence exists, but collapses when exposed by truth and action. Remembering Junko honors her courage while demanding responsibility from society and institutions. Her tragedy should drive legal reforms, protecting children and punishing juvenile offenders appropriately. Her killers may be free, but her story remains forever etched into history. She is remembered not only as a victim but also a symbol of endurance. Her 44 days demonstrate the urgency of speaking against cruelty everywhere. Junko's pain commands us to protect the vulnerable and prevent repetition. No life should ever be reduced to torture for amusement. Her spirit remains stronger than the cruelty that destroyed her body. She belongs not only to Japan but to global collective memory. Every retelling breathes new life into her memory, defying her captors' intentions. Her tragedy transcends borders, becoming a universal lesson in compassion and vigilance. Her ordeal warns what happens when societies fail protecting the innocent. She endured horror, yet remains an eternal reminder of resilience. Though justice failed, her memory fuels global awareness. Junko's name carries a promise to fight cruelty wherever it appears. Every listener becomes part of her legacy, ensuring her silence ends with our voices. Her suffering must inspire decisive action against abuse and injustice. Her ordeal illustrates the urgent need for stronger protections worldwide. Evil cannot erase her. Her memory survives stronger than cruelty. She is remembered for innocence, courage, and hope, not torment. Her story reminds us silence equals complicity in injustice. Each detail of her suffering demands humanity's refusal to ignore. Her name echoes globally as a beacon of justice. The concrete drum became a haunting symbol of systemic failure, yet sealed in concrete, Junko's spirit still speaks to the world. Her legacy embodies resilience, compassion, and truth against cruelty. Remembering her transforms sorrow into collective determination. She teaches courage to act when silence feels easier. Junko's tragedy ensures victims' cries won't be ignored again. Though her life ended, her memory inspires vigilance. Her 44 days became an eternal call for action. Junko Furuta's suffering turned into a warning for humanity worldwide. Her memory insists justice must extend beyond courtrooms into communities. Junko will never be forgotten. Her name demands change, courage, and justice for all. Her story is not just history, it is a living reminder, urging society never to fail again.